Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Sentry. Now I have a 6-star rank 1 duped Sentry, so I figured I'll take him out for a spin. I will not explain all of Sentry's abilities exactly, however I will try to go over them briefly. Also, you need to know that I am armed with Champion and Aegon synergy in this video. So those two will be important as they amplify his damage by a fair bit. Basically, Sentry works on combo meter. So for first 10 hits in the fight, you cannot lose your combo meter, and that is the same effect for each consecutive kind of like 40 hits. So from 0 to 10, then from 40 to 50, and then from 80 to 90, you can't lose your combo meter, and it goes on. As soon as you reach 10, you enter Empowering Light, which makes your special ones unblockable. Should I say, you have a chance to enter Empowering Light, and if it does trigger, your special ones will be unblockable and you get extra damage bonus. Then from 20 to 30 hits, you have your Steadfast approach, which basically gives you perfect block, and it also improves the power of your heavy attacks. So heavy attacks is what you want to use from 20 to 30 hits. And once you reach 30 hits, you enter Absolute Strength mode. And Absolute Strength, if it triggers, it makes your level 2s unblockable and gives a decent damage bonus to the level 2s. So, and then it kind of starts all over. You go back to your first ability, which is have a combo meter on if the ability triggers. And then you again gonna go to your level 1s, to your heavies, to your level 2s. So that is kind of the rotation that you need to keep in mind whenever you look at your combo meter. 0 to 10, I can't lose your combo. 10 to 20, you have unblockable level 1 or a chance to have unblockable level 1. 20 to 30, your heavy attacks get buffed, and 30 to 40, you have buffed up level 2. And he also works on reality warp charges. Every time you reach a combo of 40, you gain a reality warp, which kind of amplifies the strength of your abilities. As we can see here, initially he isn't really doing all that much damage, even if his phases trigger, even if you get like the bonus abilities from those phases. He definitely is like a ramp up champion, and 73 hits in, Winter Soldier still at 77%, and quite few of those 70 hits have been like heavy attacks. So yeah, the fight has lasted for a while. It's over 2.5 minutes already, and this Winter Soldier is at 76%. So Power of Million Suns isn't really kind of shining through. The animations are cool though. Also, what we need to know, that Champion Synergy adds plus extra 12% attack, I believe, for each reality warp. So currently we're on 3 reality warps, so we have plus 36% attack. Also, Aegon Synergy adds 200 critical rating and critical damage rating for each reality warp. So currently we have plus 600% critical rating and plus 600% critical damage rating. So as we go along in the fight, we are going to hit stronger and stronger. It's also worth mentioning that in this fight we have class disadvantage, so we are suffering 20% attack penalty, which is reducing our attack. However, even without that attack penalty, there wouldn't be any kind of like impressive numbers for now. After this fight is going to be over, we're going to take a look at Captain Marvel fight, and we're going to kind of check the difference in numbers once your Sentry is fully ramped up. Now, as this fight is going along, I will kind of comment on my opinion about Sentry and what is the biggest downfall. And I think the biggest downfall is because he is a character that gets penalized for no good reason. You can only kind of carry over your reality warps if Sentry is awakened, and you start each fight with 81 or more % attack at SIG level 20 anyways. So that is like a huge downside of the character. If you use him in quests and stuff like that, you're gonna need to make sure that he is like fully healed up pretty much. Also, I do not think that the abilities of his phases actually warrant them a chance not to trigger. So that's another annoying bit, because you can never really be 100% sure whether something will or won't trigger, and that does affect the character. So if he had 100% chance to trigger everything, and if he didn't have this health penalty, he would be like an alright damage dealer, but wouldn't be anything close to kind of like the best champions in the game, because the utility simply just is not there. Perfect block is the best thing he is going for 25% of the time if it triggers, so that's probably even less. So yeah, I don't know, in my mind, like, the character could have been cool, the mechanics are fairly alright, not too bad, but it's just too little for too high of a maintenance and upkeep. You need to keep a look at your combo meter, you need to know which phases you are in, you need to keep a look at your power bars, you need to kind of know how to measure your power and aim everything at the right time, and the upside of it just is not that big. It's definitely not worth it, because yeah, there's hardly any utility. Damage wise, he is not close to kind of like top damage dealer champions anyways without his ramp up. With his ramp up, he does all right damage, but it's just not justified with the overall ability set of Sentry. So therefore I think Kabam messed up big time with Sentries. They made Void fantastic. Sentry should have done a lot more and easier with less penalties. However, now that I have done talking trash about this guy, let's check him out when he actually has 5 reality warp charges, and let's see what kind of damage numbers he can put up now. So this is going to be pretty much 6-star rank 1 Sentry at his peak potential. We have the more important synergies, we have 5 reality warps, we have entered first phase, and we can see there are some good amount of like crits and nice numbers. So that special one was well over 20k damage. Now we have approached our heavy phase. As you can see here, if it crits, it's 13k. So if it crits double, it can hit for 26k, which we'll do a couple of times, and you can squeeze in 5 of these. So 5 heavy attacks. This phase can definitely do some serious damage, but the level 2 is going to be the star of the show, because it does some serious punch if it crits. So yeah, once again we're hitting the last heavy attack. None of them crit, unfortunately, but now we have entered our level 2 phase, and we hit for 53k. 53k, that's not bad at all for like a random casual level 2 drop. So yeah, he can put out some respectable numbers. The problem is like the upkeep the character requires and the lack of utility. He would be a good ramp up champ if he wouldn't rely on his like synergies, and there wouldn't be that upkeep to do this. As you can see, 62 hits in, and this Captain Marvel Classic is at 47%, so that's not bad going at all by any means. I was actually quite surprised myself that he was producing these numbers. As you can see here, 24k for that one heavy attack. So it is good. It's definitely not anything to kind of shy away from, and you can, if you are a dedicated player, get some decent use out of Sentry. Unfortunately, the problem is that theoretically he's going to cover the same fights as Iron Patriot, for instance, just because the damage is there, the utility is not, and the damage is conditional. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about Sentry, how you used him, how you paid him any attention. I do think he's a good character to kind of feature in Fun and Impractical series. Since I have a 6-star anyways, I will try to kind of use him here and there, and perhaps record a bit more of a footage, because I find it fun. Like he is kind of fun to keep a track, and his ability is constantly changing, so there is a lot of kind of happening in the fight that you need to keep a track of. But anyways, that's me done for today. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, then hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the buttons. So Sentry finished off this Captain Marvel, 108 hits, not bad. But anyways, see you guys.